So make it hot. I knew instantly that this was gonna have to be on the project. I knew instantly that it had to just be on some album. But when I heard this, I'm like, it's a club banger. And something that Jovan has not done yet is make a club banger. I mean, I have some pretty turn up songs or whatever, but I don't really do a lot of that. You know, I feel like my style is very boom bappy and, you know, really chill and very serious. And I feel like Make It Hot is gonna be a great introduction into something that's more fun, more, you know, interactive, more relatable, you know what I'm saying? And so I had to do that. Now Make It Hot was a song that I was, you know, a little bit afraid to put out because that is the first song that I've ever put out where I kind of explore my sexuality. But what about people that are kind of in between? What about people that are pansexual or bisexual? Like, you know, what if you do see a guy or you see a girl at a club? Like, how do you handle that? What do you think about? Like, I don't know too many songs that's like that.
It is Friday and I just got paid. I'm feeling everyone around me's feeling similar ways. Paving the way into the function is the move for today. Looking so fresh that I'm captivating like goddamn. Getting out my limits and feeling kinda extra. A plethora of individuals I'm getting next to. I'm trying to conversate with everybody in the room and know about the life so I can try to get in tune. A tip to pursue, but I can't just assume. Depends on how much I consume, cause it's not my typical move. Instead I try to sit back and decide to play it cool. Cause if you wanna holler at a girl, just do what you do. But a hottie with a body over there giving me looks. I'm the expert of the physical language. She tryna hook. I nod my head in the direction to my left and nervous look so I can see what she about. I have no time to play with crooks. So
Make It Hot is like I'm meeting that person at the club. I'm pursuing somebody. Falling in love is like I met that person. I'm falling in love with them. Oh my gosh. Then you go into this complicated, which is like, then we're going through a rough patch or we're going through a breakup, we're not seeing eye to eye. So like Make It Hot was kind of like that first portion of that chapter. Is the start of kind of the love segment that I bring into this album. Cause like if you hear like in the middle of the album, I kind of like have this like 3-part story about love. Also, that is growth. You know, that whole love phase, like you go through a lot of growing and changing through those phases. And so that, you know, when I found those songs were in common together, I'm like, that would be cool. It would be cool to kind of place them together.
And you're quite the trendsetter. Can't leave you without the digits. And can we get together? He's gifted with the persistence. He's quite the go-getter. He said he was from the 60s. Way our words are so clever. Now I'm asking on who he with. His passions and his endeavors, yo. He's like too good to be true, but he has a good brain. I did I mention it to y'all that he was well maintained with a fine head to head. You know I'm a sucker for afros. As a bad boy and I don't mind chucking the assholes. His eyes remain on like on me. I'm feeling kinda caught and jotting this plot and he got it now. He trying to make it hot. Whew. That was better. That was better.
It's a bad boy in him. As great as he sounds, as much as he put himself on display as a really good option, it's just something about him. He just seemed like an asshole. If you know me, no. Kick to the curb, you know. I don't do cockiness. I don't do people that's just think that, you know, yes, you should think that you all that and everything, but if you think you all that, you think you better than everybody, like, he's really serious about this. He is not gonna stop until I say yes. And like, I'm just like, whew, like now I'm feeling conflicted. I'm over here talking to some woman, and then I'm over here talking to a man. And I'm just like, these are really good options. And so in the third verse, you hear me saying dibble dabble dibble dabble dibble dabble dee.
And dibble dabble dibble dabble dibble dabble dee. Let's dance a little closer when I feel on your body. I'm feeling so conflicted and restricted in this body. How I feel is valid, so can I proceed? Yes, indeed.
That came within. That part literally came into the writing process. It came very easily. I didn't have all the words yet, but I knew like dibble dabble, like I wanted the third verse, that little hook part or the bridge part to be just something that people can vibe to. Like if you're in a club and you're listening to this song, like you know, let the third verse just be like whatever, you know, it's like it blurs, you know, you're in a club, you drinking, you see people that you like, you see one person that you like, you see another person that you like, and now in the third verse is just kind of like, whoa.
And actuality, my feelings are validity. And do it if you hear me, if you wanna make it high. This is trying to make it elevate into the high. And mix our energies and feelings and get this feeling, cause I wanna get into it, you and I. Alright, holla if you hear me, if you wanna make it high.
In the hook, you hear the bridge and the hook form together and kind of mesh together. It's weird, you don't really hear that a lot in rap. And so I wanted to like bring that in. I wasn't really sure about that arrangement at first because I'm like, is it gonna sound too busy? But like, shout out to Brock. Like he mixed that real well. He made it blend in really well. You can, if you wanted to channel out one section or one, you know, lap of the song, you know, you can hear it really well. If you wanted to tune into the other side, you can hear it well. So like mixing made it sound really good.
That sounds pretty good overall. Like that's definitely like how I envisioned it.
Yeah.
Yeah, even like with the demos, like it sounds similar to that too. So I'm like, yes.
Looking at it from a songwriter standpoint, like Make It Hot is a very dope song. It's a dope song and it's telling a story. It's really telling a story. Like I feel like I was really in detail. I feel like I was getting more into detail towards like the second verse, but just the fact that like, you know, I'm just exploring that in general, you know. It's not easy. It's not easy to put stuff out like that, especially as a hip hop artist, especially as a black female hip hop artist, you know, putting that out there, putting yourself out there that way. Like I'm really becoming more vulnerable. Growth, you know what I'm saying? I'm putting that out there. And, you know, this is what I want to say. This is what I want to put out there. And I don't think it's harmful to put that out there. I had a chance to be interviewed with Vocalo Radio in Chicago and they love the song. They're like, please send us that song. Like when that song is mixed, please send us Make It Hot. And so it's just like, okay, well, it's getting great feedback. And it's funny how songs that, you know, you're afraid to put out or could be afraid to put out can be the one that people love the most.
So I walked to the bar to get a tequila and Sprite with a splash of lemonade and a slice of lime. A fine fellow walked over to me and caught my eye. I said hi, and with certainly he replied, what you wanna know? Can I get to know you better? I noticed you over there and you're quite the trendsetter. Can't leave you without the digits, and can we get together? He's gifted with I don't know what's wrong with persistence. He's gifted with the persistence.